and political parties are hard at work preparing for the upcoming general elections. Some have been recruiting to beef up their structures, and ActionSA will be among those revealing high-profile individuals who've joined the party. Newzroom Afrika's Ziniko Mhlaba joins us live from Rosebank. Ziniko, good morning. A lot of expectation. We're expecting some surprises and some fireworks. What are you hearing where you are?
Good morning, Iman. Yes, indeed, we're here in Johannesburg anticipating that big announcement to be made by ActionSA party that entered the political space just before the 2021 local government elections. And to some extent, I must say that they did very well because they are playing a very crucial role in terms of the coalition governments we have seen here in Gauteng, especially in the metros, Johannesburg, Tshwane, but also Ekurhuleni. So they're trying now to contest for power at the national level, just to get a sense of what is it that you can anticipate from today, and why is it that it must be, an important event that the media is invited for the ActionSA to, as they try to beef up their team ahead of the elections. I'm joined now by the national chairperson of the party, Mr. Michael Berman, who joins me now. Mr. Berman, thank you very much for your time. Talk to us about this process. How did it start? What inspired it? And how it culminated to today in terms of recruiting? And what's special about the members you're about to announce today?
Well, certainly. I think South Africans have grown wary of a parliament that has become a little bit like an old age home. Career politicians who have failed term after term, and yet back they come. And the serious challenges facing South Africans are going to require serious people. So when we started on our candidate selection process, we were very deliberate about going out to find the skills that are needed to fix South Africa. And we're very proud to say that against a backdrop of a cabinet that has failed, we will be putting forward educators for education, doctors for healthcare, chartered accountants for finance, economists for trade and industry. And these are the kind of people that ActionSA has brought to the table because we need new leadership in South Africa, and ActionSA is going to be the party that provides it.
I mean, one would say going out to look for these skills, does that reflect that there was a lack within your ranks and hence you saw the need to go out and look for these special skills?
Not at all, actually. I mean, most of the people you've seen here have been members of ActionSA for quite some time. As a political party, we've been very blessed to have professional South Africans from various industries who have joined up to ActionSA. And as the interview process itself, it shocked many of us how people who we hadn't yet met in the party had come forward who were experts in energy and engineering and other fields like that. But like any process, we also need to identify where there may be gaps in the skills and experience that we bring to the table. Ultimately, what I can tell you is ActionSA's parliamentary caucus is going to be the most diverse, the most experienced, and the most talented of any political party we've seen.
I mean, it's all good to have, a backup plan where you are probably saying that you are likely going to have this set of people, in government, in cabinet. But you are in a country that is driven by coalition now, especially when it comes to governance. One will say, should you get into a coalition setup, how are you going to ensure that within your ranks, but also other parties as well, do not really frustrate what you're trying to investigate in terms of having doctors, handling health matters? We're dealing with a coalition aspect and it's politics. That might not work.
Well, I think firstly, we're going to go to the South African people and say, this is the team we're putting forward to fix South Africa. Because what the South African people need to do in turn is to give us the power to have influence in the coalition and to be strong within the coalitions that may arise after these elections. From our standpoint, were quite deliberate about concluding a multi-party charter that said when it comes time to choose a cabinet, we're not going to say this is yours and this is ours. We're going to say, right, on healthcare, who's got the strongest candidate? And I would venture today that will be an ActionSA candidate. When it comes time to talk about policing, it'll be an ActionSA candidate. And what we've now got is a race to the top rather than a race to the bottom that has characterized our politics to date.
But, I mean, in coalition government, you take and you give. And if I'm a DA, for example, an ANC, I'm saying for police, I'm deploying this cater from my movement. How are you going to counter that? Because you have to take in and you have to give.
Well, let me be very clear. What we need to do is take away the politicians who have failed and give politicians that are going to fix our country. And that is why we have concluded an agreement that says we will choose people on the basis of merit. If other political parties are not capable of keeping up with the merit that we put down today, that's their problem. But make no mistake, it is their problem, not ours.
Mr. Berman, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's the national chairperson of ActionSA, just giving us insights and also reasoning behind the team which is going to be unveiled today by the party. As he just said, Michael, there saying that for health they will deploy doctors, for police, law enforcement officers. We don't know how that will work out under a coalition government, but that's the latest from us. We're anticipating that big reveal in an hour's time, or just 45 minutes time from now on. So that's it from us here in Rosebank. It's back to you in studio, Ima.
All right, Ziniko Mhlaba, thank you very much. Curtains expected to be raised at the top of the next hour, so we will take you back there.